Hey everybody, Brian here from Solid Woodworks. So you order your pre-cut kit from our website, and this is what you're going to get. I'm going to walk you through this video on our new upgrades to our hex-ply drawer kit systems, and today we're going to be building the Landcruiser. So if you order your Landcruiser, this is the video you're going to want to watch. This video does kind of show you everything on how to build any of our pre-cut kits, whether it's a Tacoma, a 4Runner, Subaru. All of our systems are very simple and very similar. So you can watch this video if you are interested in one of our kits. If you have any more information, head to solidwoodworks.com. So in every single one of your kits, first thing you see when you open the box is your order confirmation. You get a fun little sticker pack and a little card showing all of the quantities that are going to come in your kit and some QR codes to scan and come to this video for the build and the install of your kit into your vehicle. So a couple things you're going to need when you are building your kit is pretty much two tools. You need a drill motor with a Phillips head on it. All of our screws are Phillips head. And a hammer to pound in the T-nuts that will be attaching the drawer slides into your system. When you open up your system, you'll possibly see your drawer faces. They will look like this. The back will have a little cutout that'll be able to show you easily where to attach this to the drawer box and keep the drawer box nice and square. You'll have a pair of those, and you see there's holes on the outside so that where your little tab will be dropping through for your locking drawer slides. Next, you can see you'll have the backs to your drawer system. These are made out of 1/2-inch hex-ply. You can tell these are the backs because they are 1/2-inch and they're the same width as the drawers, and they have some tabs on the outside here. For this specific kit for the Landcruiser, it comes with this extra piece that will go on the bottom of the kit to access the lower storage. Now pulling out, we can see the side jambs of the drawer system. These are what are going to be the uprights in your drawer system, where your bottom attaches to and the top of the box attaches to. These have cutouts in them that look like this to reduce the weight of your drawer system. And then there's a couple holes for all the different mounting points you're going to have to your stock location in your vehicle. So you'll have 3 of those jambs and one back. The back will have sometimes a few holes cut out of it for also reducing weight. In this Landcruiser box, this is also to get into the back of that accessible storage I was telling you about in that last piece. Next thing you'll see are your drawer side jambs. So this is part of your drawer box that will be sliding out on the drawer slides. You can tell this is a drawer side jam because it has the top cutout for where your false tops can sit in if you bought that option. You also see the vertical ones here, which is a new design that we have to add a ton of more divider locations in your drawers. So now you have at least 5 to 6 slots. Our Tacomas have even more than that. So you have tons of options on how to divide your drawers and organize that really well. So you'll have 2 of each side. Next you will see the drawer box bottoms. They will be made out of 1/2-inch to reduce the weight. You'll see these knockout tabs all the way around it. And then on the bottom of it, on some of the kits, you will see these pocket holes on the bottom. Some kits have them, some of them we are doing a different drawer face attachment. So you'll have 2 of those. Next you'll see in the side of your box, something looking like this. This actually has all of your hardware in it. You'll have all your screws to put the kit together. Those are 1.5-inch screws. You'll have some of your T-nuts. Depending on which kit you bought, you will have an assortment of D-rings and turnbuckles and or brackets. You'll be receiving some small black screws for attaching your hinges if you got side cubbies or your bed extension. You'll be receiving 3/8 10/32 threaded bolts, and then you'll have 1/2-inch 10/32 bolts as well. Here's a little bit more of the mounting hardware you'll have for your Landcruiser system. And you also receive a pack of 1.5-inch black screws, which will be attaching the top of your drawer system down and the drawer faces, just so you have the black to match the hex-ply. That is all the hardware coming in your Landcruiser pre-cut kit. Next will be your box top. You can tell this is the box top because it has all of these cutouts on the bottom. And here's your other one that will mirror that other box top I just showed you. Lastly will be your box bottoms. These will also have cutouts in them, like you can see here. This specific kit for the Landcruiser also has a couple holes you can see right here. That's where some of the mounting locations will be in your Landcruiser. And your other box bottom, this one has a couple more holes in it. As I said before, this is the access to your lower storage compartment in the rear of the Landcruiser. You will be receiving a few packages when you order your pre-cut kits. One with all your box and hardware, and then a separate package with all your drawer slides in it. This Landcruiser gets 36-inch drawer slides, 250-pound heavy duty with the locking tabs, so both of your drawer systems will lock. The third box would be if you ordered extra accessories like your false tops or bed extension or things like that. So that is everything that will be coming into your pre-cut kit. All right, so the first thing you want to do after making sure you have everything in your pre-cut kit is lay out all of your jambs. So these are the drawer jambs here, like I showed you with the false top and dividers. And here's your box jambs here. Any area of your pre-cut kit that has a hole that looks like this, kind of deeper hole with a through hole in the center there, is going to get a T-nut. This is what a T-nut looks like. This comes in your pre-cut kit. All you're going to do is set that T-nut in there like this, and just take a hammer and pound it in there until it's flush. You want to do that to all of these to prep your drawer system for building. So inside of your hardware package for your pre-cut kit, whether it's a 4Runner, Tacoma, this one is the Landcruiser, like I was saying, will be a D-ring that looks like this. This will be attached to the outside of your drawer system. So what you're going to want to do is attach your T-nuts that will bolt through here. The T-nuts that are this color, a little bit more silver compared to the gray, are the ones you're going to use. So once you have your two side jambs here, you can tell that they are getting those D-ring holes because of these two vertical holes here on both that one and this one here. Both of these T-nuts are going to go on the opposite side of these. So you're going to flip that whole thing over and pop these into this side, and these ones will also get pounded in. They don't need to go all the way in. Once you bolt the D-ring from the other side, it'll suck them really tight. So same thing on this one. All right, so now that we just explained you have all your T-nuts into your jambs, we're going to actually build the whole box, the carcass of the drawer system. So you're going to take all of your box side jambs that have all these cutouts in here, and you're going to put them upright. You're going to be able to tell that the outside ones are, like we were saying, the ones that have the T-nuts for the D-rings. So those are going to face to the inside of the drawer system like this. The one that goes in the center will not have those holes right here. So that's how you know that this one is the center. You also have your back here, and this one has the two holes right here, but this is what the back looks like with pretty much every system. You'll have knockouts on the sides, tabs on the top, the knockout in the middle to fit this one in, and then the knockout on this side as well. So super easily, all of this stuff will just fit into all of the center jambs like that. So now that you have your center jam into your back, you're going to do the same thing with your outside jams. So they just fit in just like this. You're going to take your 1.5" silver screws here, and you'll see pre-drilled holes right there. There are 2 more holes in the back, and you'll do the same thing for the other side. Now that you have your side jambs for your box all attached to the back, you're going to get the box bottoms. These are reversible, as in you can have the hex-ply facing outward or to the bottom of your vehicle, or if you flip it over, you have the hex-ply going inward to your vehicle. Totally up to you. So they'll just kind of pop together like this. And now you're going to want to start screwing in all of the pre-drilled screws you can see with all those silver 1.5" screws. All right, so we have one of the bottoms in. I'm going to do the same thing with the other bottom. Let's just drop it on in there like that. Now that we have our whole box carcass and bottom built, the next step is going to line up your drawer slides to see which ones go where. So first thing I like to start with is the outside ones, the ones that have the blue tabs, the lock-in drawer slides, the ones that lock in, and you can undo the tab and pull your drawer out. To remove the inner rail from the outer rail, which is the easiest way for installation, you're just going to pull it all the way out. You're going to press this tab right here. You're going to hold down, keep pulling. You can see now that these two parts disengaged from each other. Now you have your inner rail and your outer rail. You're going to take your 1/2" 10-30 bolts that come in your hardware pack. This is going to go into here, and on the other side of the wood here is that T-nut that we pounded into the wood with a hammer earlier. So you're going to put your drawer slide up to here. You're going to have it flush on the front here, and then you're going to look into the inside of the drawer slide right here. Either with your screwdriver or drill motor, you're going to insert the bolt through the drawer slide into the T-nut and tighten. You're going to work your way down, and there should be 4 of them along this drawer slide. So now that we have installed our outer rail, we have our inner rail here, we're going to set this to the side. The way I like to lay them out is that they go from left to right, just like they are in the drawer system. Here's the left, here's the other pair of the left, and then here's the right side drawer, the non-locking, and there's going to be the right side drawer. So I'm going to take this and set it to the side on the far left side. I'm then going to grab one of our non-locking slides. And the way to remove the inner rail from the outer rail is a little bit different. So pull them apart like this, flip it over, you'll see this little lever in here. You want to push that lever to the opposite side and then just start pulling, and those will come apart like this. I'm going to take this one, and since it's the other pair to the left, I'm going to set it with the left drawer slide. So now that we have our locking slide on, we're working on our non-locking slide on the same side. And you need to have the T-nut not exposed right here. It is on the other side of the jamb. So now we're able to put our screw through this hole into the T-nut. There we go. We're going to work our way all the way down here to put all 4 of them in. All right, so now that we have the 1 drawer slides in, we're going to work on the other side. As I was saying, this side has the T-nuts exposed here. So what we're going to want to use for those ones is the little bit shorter screws. So I'm going to, once again, pull these apart. For going into these T-nuts, you're going to want to use the shorter ones. There's about a 4 to 7 pack depending on what your pre-cut kit is. Pull out our drawer slide. You see the hole lined up right there. So we're going to use the shorter one on this side so that the bolts don't hit each other into the same T-nut. And work your way down as well on this side. So now that we have all of our drawer slides in, we're going to move along to our drawer box. That's what's going to slide into your system here. We're going to start building our drawer boxes and show you how those go together. So we'll set this to the side for now. So here are the drawers. What you're going to want to do is make sure that you have the correct pairs. So if you can see by me lining all of these up here, we have bolts that are these T-nuts that are closer to the front, and then T-nuts that are a little further from the front. You want to have one of each. So you can take these 2, make a pair out of them like this. And you can take, same thing, these 2, where these 2 are offset here. So we're going to set those aside for now. So to build the drawers, I like to set them up like such. We'll take our drawer backs. I then like to lay them upright like that and pop the inset in like such. And then we'll put 2 screws in the back, 1 screw in the side. Same thing on this one. We'll pop it in like such. 2 screws through the back and 1 through the side. And then we'll lay our bottom on there. So this is the box coming together. We're going to now find our drawer over here. So our drawer bottom looks like this. You're going to want to put the hex-ply down or into the drawer box like such. This is how it all fits together. Just kind of make sure that you get all the insets lined up. And all snaps together. So now that you know everything is nice and flush and straight, and it's going to be square once you all screw it together. So there's a couple ways of doing this. You could either screw it down like this, or you can stand the drawer box up and screw down from the top. Totally up to you. I like to kind of do a little bit of both sometimes. So to keep everything nice and tight and square, I'm going to screw the whole side in first. Now that I have that down, I can put it face down and screw all these into the bottom now. So now that we have the drawer box built, we're going to start attaching the inner rail of these drawer slides here. So this one that has the hole about this far back is a locking drawer side. We're going to grab the locking slide. The locking slide sits about 1/4 of an inch back from the front, like you can see here. And you're going to want to make sure that this slide has the tab facing downward like this. Now we're going to line up all of our holes, you can see all the way down here, and start screwing them in. Perfect. So now that we have our locking slide on here, we're going to flip the box over. And we can tell by looking at it that the locking slides go on the outside. So this is our right drawer box, right? So we're going to come to the opposite side, and we're going to look at our drawer slides. This is our right one as well. Lay that back on here. So this one will go almost flush with the front. And you can see when you put the hole on there, that's almost flush right here. And same thing, you're going to start working your way down and put all 4 bolts in as well. Now that we have our drawer box built with our 2 slides on it, we're going to grab our drawer face. Some of our newer hex-ply kits will have some of the pre-drilled holes in the front to attach the drawer face in a very strong manner. Get all of this to line up in these grooves here, like this. You can kind of wiggle it around until you feel it kind of lock in. There we go. Kind of hear it snap together like that. And then this is where we're going to use our black screws with the little black head on it so that you won't notice those in the front of the drawer face. So I like to set those up. So now that we have our fully built drawer, we're going to slide it into the drawer system here. We have the right drawer, so we're going to slide it into the right side here. As I said, the locking tab on the outside. I'll pick it up, set it in here. The most important part about this is to make sure that all of these drawer slides go together properly. It's easy to pull this out a little bit. Set it up in here like this. You want to make sure the inner rail goes into this middle rail here like that. Slide this over. Keep pushing it back until you hear a click. Once you hear that click, you will push down the locking tab in the front here and slide it back. The first couple times you slide it in, it is a little snug, so you're going to want to work it back and forth. There you go, until it slides in all the way to the back. All right, now that it's locked in, you know that because when you're pulling the drawer out, it's not coming out. This is where the locking drawer slide comes into play. So you can click the tab down, open it up. Now you have drawer number 1 attached to your drawer system. We're going to do the same thing for the left side of the drawer. Now that you have your first drawer box in, this is your second drawer box. We're going to build this one a little quicker, but I just want to touch on a couple little things. Once again, your inside of your drawer box are where the T-nuts are, and the divider slots and the false top slots. Also, if you aren't able to get your T-nuts all the way down into the wood, you can grab a little tiny screwdriver like this or anything with a large Phillips head, set that into the hole like that, and just give it a couple taps to make sure those things are fully down into the bottom of that hole. So now we're going to insert the drawer into the system. We're going to want to make sure that this inside rail with the bearings in it is going to attach to the rail on our drawer box. You can kind of see the ball bearings right now are lining up with the inner rail. Slide it back. We're going to hear a click. Blue tab to pull it out. Now you have your second drawer installed. All right, so our drawer system is taking shape. You now have both of your drawers inside of the outer shell of the system. Next we're going to do is put the drawer top on. So it'll be a piece that looks like this. Hex-ply will be facing upwards to the outside of your drawer system. As I said, I'll have these little insets here, and that'll make sense in a little bit here on how that little zipper system works. We ship it in 2 halves just for an easier shipping process and a smaller packaging. It'll fit on pretty much just like this. And then your second piece on the other side here. And when you put them together like this, it'll have that zipper effect where it'll just fit together seamlessly like that. So now that we have that together, we're going to take our 1.5 inch screws with a black head on it, and those will be attached through the top into all the jams through all of these pre-drilled holes here. When starting to attach the top of your drawer system, you're going to want to make sure that I like to start in the back corner. So you're going to make sure this is flush here. By flush, I mean when you rub your finger over it, you're not feeling any piece of wood sitting further than the other one. Also want to make sure the same is in the back here, so both of this corner is nice and square. You'll put some pressure so it doesn't move, and insert your screw. And you can work your way up the side. After getting a couple screws on the side, I like to then take a look at the back of the drawer system here and do the same thing, making sure it's flush all the way down. All right, now your whole top is attached and you have a fully built drawer system. One of the last pieces of the puzzle is to attach your D-rings to the outside of it. These will be used in installing your drawer system into the Landcruiser and or other pre-cut kits. We use a lot of the D-rings in a lot of our pre-cut kits. So you're going to line these up with these holes here. And you're going to take these bolts that come in the same package as their D-rings. I like to just kind of hand thread them in real quick. Make sure those are nice and snug. Pulling the T-nuts into the bolt, and this is going to be an attachment point. We're going to put a turnbuckle into your vehicle, so this is a nice sturdy point of contact. So one of the last pieces, if you got this on as an add-on on your pre-cut kit, is this access panel. So in your installation video you'll see for the Landcruiser, we show how you remove this access panel, and this will fit right on the bottom of your drawer system like such to give you that little bit of added height right here. So when you slide your drawer system in, it'll be nice and flush on the floor, and these holes are able to reach in through your drawer and access the storage underneath your system right there. So you can kind of just hold this up Looking at your pre-drilled holes, make sure that the circles on the inside line up, and you can put one of these 1.5 inch screws through here. So with every pre-cut kit, we include 4 dividers. They look like this. They have these holes throughout the center that are vertical. That's to add some of our separators, which can go from front to back of your drawer. So to install those, take one of your separators. We have multiple different sizes of those. Pop it in here, like that. Line up your dividers, and drop it in. Now you can micro separate all of your items inside of your drawers. All right, everybody, now that you follow along on our video on how to build your pre-cut kit, in this video we showed you the Landcruiser 250. If you have any other questions, please reach out to us on our website at solidwoodworks.com.